Abby Lee Miller here with famous birthdays. We're gonna do a little Q&A with my buddy,
Brady.
Brady's back. Back in LA. Okay, this is a zinger, Brady. You know I love you, yes. You know that I've fought for you to be on this team and on this show for years, but here's the zinger. Ready?
Yep.
What was the most difficult part about having to leave the ALDC team and then come back mid-season?
Okay, well, the most difficult part probably had to be like leaving the paradise in Miami to come back.
I know.
Like, I was sad, but like going back to Miami and being on the beach was like great. And
my
then I had
mother,
to go back to
my mother had her studios in Miami originally. My mom had 7 studios all around the Miami area. And when she married my dad and moved to Pittsburgh, every single day she wanted to be back in Miami. And we used to go on vacation. Every Christmas we spent there, every Easter we spent there. And I didn't really get it till now that I'm an adult, and the weather and the business, and it's horrible. You know, have a snow blizzard, nobody can come to the dance studio, you can't open, you owe everybody back their tuition. It's a nightmare. And I realize now, so I love Miami, and my parents are buried in Miami. And Brady and his family have been kind enough to go to the cemetery and put the flowers there, and I greatly appreciate that. As a young man, I greatly appreciate that. So, leaving the ALDC mid-season in the middle of a TV show and all you're worried about is the beach?
Well, it was sad. I mean,
It was emotional, it was horrible.
yeah, it was sad.
What dance teacher in the world gets rid of a kid because they're too good? That had to be the worst storyline I've ever heard in my life. It was ridiculous. And I just said it because I'm just sick of fighting with them. When I'm the executive producer, that stuff's not gonna happen. That's right. Okay, shall we? Do you think you want to branch out into movies and acting in the future?
For sure.
Branch out.
Well, I've always wanted to do like everything, you know, not just like being a dancer, but being an actor, a singer.
You have to. You have to do it all nowadays.
An ice cream truck person, I don't know.
Oh.
A roller coaster engineer.
Oh, I have a scoop for you. Ice cream, scoop,
Okay.
roller coaster, scoop. It's all tied together. You have to wait and see.
Okay.
All right. What do you miss most about Miami when you are filming or working in Los Angeles and Pittsburgh?
I miss my little brother Bodie the most because I know that he probably doesn't miss me because he's playing Minecraft and Roblox, but
And he gets to be the big star when you're out of town, right?
Yeah.
It's all about him. He's like an only child. Your brother Bennett's away in college.
he gets to life.
Yes, it's all about him.
Yep.
Just like me, being an only child, it's all about me. All right. Has it been surreal at all for you to be on the original Dance Moms, seeing as you danced at the studio that Dance Moms Miami took place?
Wait,
I don't know.
I don't know.
You know how they tried to do a spinoff and they did Dance Moms Miami? And were you there then or no?
No.
Oh no.
I was like 4 years old.
Okay, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But I get it. I get what they're saying. And now you're in Pittsburgh. But how did it feel that you've watched it on television your whole life and now you're there in the studio participating with the cameras and the sound guys and all that?
It was cool. I mean, it was kind of intimidating. It didn't feel like the same, like when you watch it on TV, like the studio like felt like different. But then when I got there, it was like,
Normal.
yeah, it was weird. I don't know. It was really cold.
What would you tell other boys your age who are nervous about dancing on a competition team or dancing in general?
Okay, this is,
Important.
yes.
Epic.
Male people.
Yes. Boys, they're boys.
If you are nervous about dancing on a competition team or dancing at all, just remember that it doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want. And, you know, dancing, being a dancer is a lot better than doing nothing.
And I believe that every child should dance.
Yes.
Every boy should dance for spatial awareness, for coordination, learning to get up in front of a class and give a speech. At school, you don't learn that on the soccer field. You don't learn that on the football field. You learn that doing a recital at the end of the year or a dance concert. I also think it's good for their just their physical coordination, like when guys do soccer, taking a tap class, moving your feet, learning to transfer your weight from one foot to the other, learning about, walking down the sidewalk and not being a goofball and walking like this. I mean, those are all things that little boys do, and they should all be in a dance class. Don't wait till college, guys. Get out there, go take a hip hop class, take a gymnastic class, take, whatever. Get in there, get in the back, and just do your thing, because it's important.
And it helps you not walk pigeon-toed.
Yes.
That is.
Yeah, and don't stand like you're at a funeral with your hands in front of your crotch. That's not good. All right? So go to dance class, meet some girls, right?
That's what I always say. If anybody ever wants to bully you, be like, well, you're tackling another boy while I get to partner girls. So.
That's right.
So,
and they're pretty girls.
Yeah.
Usually, with nice clothes.
Yes.
All right.
And they have money.
Looking back, do you truly think you had any advantages dancing for me?
Looking back, okay.
No, when you were on my team.
Oh.
Did you have an advantage?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. How do I answer that? It's weird.
Well, do you think that, I think the question is insinuating, did you have the upper hand? Did you have, an in because of, me liking you or wanting you on the team, with me admiring your talent?
If that's a compliment, then yes. If they would give me this question because they think I'm an amazing dancer, then yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Besides being the oldest dancer and a leader for the team, what else do you think you brought to the table?
Well, I think that I just brought being funny and not letting the girls fight. I think I broke up all the fights.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was going on.
Yes.
Girls were girls.
Yeah.
Girls are mean, girls are girls, that's the way it is. And they have to get that out. It works itself out. And then, 5 years from now, they'll all be in everybody's wedding and going to their graduations
exactly.
and all that. And it's just, but at the time they want to kill each other. Yeah, I know.
And I brought some Axe spray.
I also think that you brought, as far as your dancing goes, the ability for me to put partner work in.
Yeah.
And doing all the lifts and doing the adagio work. We could never do that before. The girls lifting girls is like, I'm not really into that. But when a guy comes in and suddenly he can do partner work and lift, I love it. That's great. So, good job. Who are some of your favorite choreographers to take class with?
I have to think about this. Abby Lee Miller, of course. Sorry.
Miami guys.
I said Victor Smalley and Angel Armis.
Yes.
I'm trying to think.
Class.
Oh, Travis Wall, Gianna Martello,
Woo.
and let's see, one more. Phil Wright.
Oh, yeah, he's great. I love when he taught at my studio. I loved it. Okay, how does your dad inspire you to dance? These are heavy duty.
I know. I'm like, wait,
I
how?
thought they were silly stuff. Well, your dad doesn't.
My
He
dad
doesn't
is very
stop you from
supportive.
dancing.
Yes, he doesn't stop
He
me.
doesn't stop the financials or the paying and the expense that it is. He doesn't stop you from flying out to LA to do events and to study.
Took the words out of my mouth.
I think he's very supportive, and that's wonderful. Is there any type of military tactics that he uses when you're preparing for competition?
Only when I have to do homework. That's when it gets weird, because that's when it gets hard, because he won't let me dance unless I do my homework. So.
Well, your schoolwork has to come
Yes.
first. Your schoolwork has to come first, because education is something that nobody can ever take away from you.
Yes, and it's good having someone who doesn't really know anything about dance, and then after I say or I do something maybe my solo, or I perform something, and then all my teachers say good job, and then I go up to my dad and he was like, oh yeah, that spin was really cool. I think it's just funny,
Well,
just to have that.
And he's separate, and it's it's different, and he comes from a different world and a different background. But I'm sure, you know, there's some military, like, tough, come on, Brady, you got this, you can do this. He doesn't make you do push-ups. There's no military push-ups. There's no calisthenics in there. Come on, he doesn't put you outside in a helmet in the rain, in the mud, and make you like run around. No?
He's always like, go son, you can do it. Or no, he has this accent. He's like, you can do it, son. How does he say it? He's like, he always says son. He's like, son.
Probably because you forget your name, because you know, Brady, Bennett, Bodie.
Yes, he always calls me Bodie or Bennett. He never can get my name right, but he's always like, son, you can do it.
Well, you can.
Be determined.
Be determined.
And I'm like,
dedication, discipline, determination. You've got this.
But if he made me do push-ups outside, I would be.
I'm gonna call him.
I do them on my own.
All right, that's good. But I might call him. I might call Dad. All right, so there you have it. Answers from Brady Farrar, Dance Moms, and Abby Lee Miller. We're here in LA right now. Come visit us.